Welcome to What's Happening, a program which focuses on events happening in and around the City of Lynn. Here with me today to talk about the Cultura Latina Dance Academy, we have Yaya, who is the director and founder. Yaya, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure to have you. If you guys aren't aware of what Yaya does, we're going to talk about that a little bit more in the program. But before we get into the Academy and its function and all that good stuff, let's talk a little bit about you and how you got started doing this.
Well, it all started back in high school in 2002. 2002, when a group of girls, our friends, we choreographed for a talent show. So it was a little bit, and we had so much fun, and that's kind of how I got the little bug of dancing.
Now, dancing's probably been something throughout your life that you've always enjoyed.
Right, because I was born and raised in the Dominican Republic, so that's our main culture is food and dancing. Dancing
and food, and I'm a fan of those things, although I'm good at one and not so good at the other. I'll let you decide. Now let's talk a little bit about the organization, Cultura Latina Dance Academy. This is a program. It's not a business. It's an organization to help kind of raise awareness about the Latino culture. Let's talk about that more in depth.
Absolutely. Well, Cultura Latina was formed in 2011 when we were invited to form a cultural dance for our local church in the church on Union Street. So they asked us to do a dance for the children, and we did kind of a 3-month program. And they loved it so much. They loved dancing, they loved the culture, and they loved the whole thing and the energy. And they kept asking me, when are we going to keep dancing? When are we going back to dancing? So we were kind of forced to go back to dance. And that's how it all started.
It kind of worked out for you, though, I'd say. Yes. Culture is an interesting thing because it's not like you can just, diving into a culture is, it's difficult. You need to kind of see others express it firsthand. I'm an Irish guy, if you haven't noticed. Donahue is pretty as Irish as it gets. So I recently went over to Ireland, and, the Irish music, it's not ideal. There's an accordion, a clarinet, it's not great. But just because I'm Irish, it just gives me a sense, I'm like, I like this for some reason. And I can totally see that when those kids are out there dancing, that I see a little bit of why I like Irish music in them as to why they like the Latina dance culture. Let's talk a little bit more about the kids. Now, these guys are all made up of Lynn citizens. Is there anybody outside of Lynn?
Absolutely. The organization is for everyone who wants to join. It's based in Lynn, and it was formed in Lynn. It's for mostly Lynn children, but it also we have children from East Boston, Chelsea, Malden, Swampscott. So we have a great variety of children.
So you're all over. It must have taken a lot of work on your end from a business perspective to reach out to those markets. How'd you do it?
Well, I think once you get involved with your community and people see the sincere part from you, that you really want to just contribute to the community, the word spreads out fast. So, and that's what's been happening. People come, they have their children, and then they tell their friends, their family, and then they bring their children. So it's pretty much going on a word of mouth.
Okay. Mostly. Now, you have an event coming up. Now, this is going to be next week. Well, this show we're filming on Wednesday. The program is going to happen on Tuesday next week, right?
Correct.
Now, this is going to be at Lynn Arts. It's July 29th from 6 to 10 p.m. $10 to get in. Tell us about the cause. What are you guys trying to do?
What we are trying to do is to have a little party for people to come, have some fun, relax. It's pretty much the beginning of the week, and we know how stressful it is. But the cause is for the programs, because we are a nonprofit, and the children pay very little fees to be in the program. So we throw parties once in a while, the fundraisers, and this is one of them. So you can come in, have some fun, while also helping the children's program.
Okay. Now, the Dominican culture in Lynn's huge. It's definitely prevalent. Puerto Rican culture is prevalent. Latinos, Latinas are a big part of Lynn. I'm a Lynn guy. We hear this a lot. Lynn guy, I'm a Lynn gal, I'm a Lynn guy. Do you feel as though, have you been in Lynn your whole life? Have you, or have you adapted to our little tiny town? Has it bred as much pride into you as it's bred into us?
It is. Lynn for me is as if I was born here. I've been here since 2000 when I came from the Dominican Republic. I have never left.
Okay.
And I have had the opportunity, but Lynn for me just grew in me, and for me to work in Lynn and to help the community grow in a positive way is what I'm trying to do here.
Okay.
And so for me, I'm a Lynn gal.
You're a Lynn gal,
Yeah, I'm a Lynn gal.
without a doubt. Now, you must be involved in Lynn in other forms, because every time I see you, your phone's ringing, somebody's calling you, hey, I need your help here, can you send the kids over? We'd love to have them dance. How else are you involved in Lynn?
Well, I am a member of the LCC, the Local Cultural Council.
Cool.
I'm also very involved in Lynn Arts, and anything that has to do with community, Girls Inc., we're often at Girls Inc., at the City Hall, with the North Shore Latino Business Association, the Lynn Chamber. So just about everywhere, we, as long as Lynn needs anything, or the community in the area needs us, we're everywhere.
I mean, that's how it's done. A lot of people say, oh, sit at home and they complain about it. Lynn could be better, or Lynn's not at what it used to be. It's like, well, if you really want to do something about it, go and do something. And you're a great prime example of what it takes. So I commend you, and I urge you to keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is teaching these young kids how to be quality, good Lynn citizens. And that's I'd say one of the biggest things that the youth can take from any program that's offered here in Lynn. Let's jump back to your event. I know this might be a little bit redundant for those who are just tuning in. There is an event coming up that will be held and hosted by the Cultura Latina Dance Academy. It's on July 29th from 6 to 10 p.m. This will be held at Lynn Arts, and this is to promote culture, Latina culture here in Lynn, as well as give the kids an opportunity to continue dancing. So for those guys who just joined in, tell us what they can expect.
Well, they're gonna come in, have for a very little cover. We're gonna have the children's perform, so we're gonna be seeing the elite group, the couples team, and they're gonna see the cultural team perform, and also the ladies team. So, and the teens team. So we're gonna have very small performances, so they can see what they're helping. So it's not for a personal reason, but for the children's program.
Okay, so this is for the children's program. This will be held at Lynn Arts this July 29th from 6 to 10 p.m. It's a $10 fee that will get you in there to actually be able to help raise awareness about the cause and get these kids dancing. I definitely want to wrap up with a little bit of this. What you do, Yaya, is phenomenal. That you're working with these kids, you're teaching them about their culture, and you're doing it in a positive manner. As a Lynn citizen, as an employee here in Lynn, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. Continue doing the great work that you've got. That's it for the What's Happening program from the studio here at LynnCAM TV. I'm Sean Donahue, wishing you all the best.